Well, I hope you've had a chance to look through the presentations on our website and had a chance to see different parts of our school. Now comes to the more formal part of the evening, an opportunity for me to share with you some of the insights about Campion School and about how our great school can continue to flourish with you here as families, and particularly for our boys, you here as Year 7 students next year. So Campion opened in 1962 as a school for boys in the East End of London and Essex, and has continued to flourish since that time to become, in many ways, an outstanding school, serving the whole Catholic community towards East London, into Essex and Thurrock, and the London Borough of Havering. We admit 150 boys each year. That's 5 forms of entry, each of 30 students. Our aims are threefold: to lead young people in the faith of Christ, to develop its students with inquiring minds, and to encourage young people to fully develop themselves. And this is for our students when you come here. This is about making you become the best you can be. I'm always proud to reflect upon what happens to our students as they leave us at the end of their 7 years, and to look back at that journey where they start, just like you today, coming to an open evening, listening to presentations, and then moving forward through an incredible 7 years as a member of the Campion community. And I hope that as you think about joining us for next year, you'll think about how these 3 aims of the school can be embedded in your life and in what you do, and how you become an individual blessed with so many different gifts and talents that we hope we can use here at Campion. Our school follows a national curriculum, and again, it's a very enriched curriculum, both in terms of what we actually offer in the classroom and outside. We know that in many, many ways, we have tailored our curriculum to meet the needs of all our students. Again, that's not just in terms of what we teach in the classroom, but from the extracurricular provision in terms of our music, our sports, and the quality of pastoral care that's given in our pastoral curriculum as well. Through our inspection process, through Ofsted and through the diocese, we have been blessed in many ways for the external inspectors to realise just what the work we do and what great results we achieve, not just in terms of academic sense, but in terms of producing young people who have so much to offer the wider world. Our form groups are split into 5 form groups: Fisher, Moore, Fox, Garnet and Southall. And again, in terms of each of the actual form groups, you'll have a head of year and form tutors who will look after individual groups day in, day out. In our learning support department, we have an extensive range of support being offered to our students, both in terms of gifted and talented, and those with particular needs that the school can meet. All that information is available to our parents and carers on the school website. In terms of our spiritual development, a really important part of our life, we offer a range of different activities as a Catholic school, but most importantly, these are there to help you develop your relationship with God. And this is first and foremost and central to all that we do here at Campion. Everything is underpinned by our faith and putting our faith into practice. So it is about charity work, it is about finding time to pray, it is about developing that prayer life and attending masses and liturgies and retreats. And they all enrich what we do here in our Campion School community. Academically, the school has blossomed in recent years and it's grown from strength to strength. And obviously, in terms of our results last year, based upon our central assessed grades, we have seen a slight increase, as all schools across the country have seen an increase in their attainment, both at GCSE and A-level. But this was on the back of some excellent results in the past few years. And again, all credit to our applicants who are coming in. You have something to aspire to in terms of seeing these grades here on the slide. It's about aiming for the very best, using your God-given talents to get the very best grades you can, to go on to do A-levels, and from A-levels into university or the world of work, such that you can actually make a real difference in your future careers. We are aspirational in everything we do, and it's about aiming for that top, doing something that perhaps you've never done before. And for our students who are looking to join us, it's about using gifts and talents that perhaps you don't even know you've got at the moment, but trying everything that the school has to offer and just giving it a go. And in that way, you yourself could be aspirational, wanting more than just becoming second best, wanting more than just being average, but achieving, excelling, really pushing the limits of what you're able to do. It's also likewise becoming a person who can help others. And that's something that underpins our daily life here at Campion through our faith. And that's about being inspirational. Be someone's inspiration. Be someone who you can support and help. And basically, working together in our teams, in our phone groups, in our years, we can actually help each other. So that each one of us will grow in the love and the knowledge that Christ has given us so many things which will help us on our journey to become independent and really resourceful young people. To be faithful, to have that loyalty to the school, to each other, to your friends, to a year group, to your phone group, but to God as well. And being filled with the faith that you can actually make a real difference for our charity work, through your commitment, through your enthusiasm in everything that you do. To become excellent. I wonder how many of you in your primary schools have actually had that put on a piece of work. This is excellent work. Well, our life here at Campion is about making you become excellent and having those opportunities to excel. So there are lots and lots of different ways we can do that. In the classroom, through academia, through really working hard on a whole range of subjects, but outside through a wide range of extracurricular activities that will really stretch you in every way possible. In our charity work, an incredible sum of money has been raised over the past 2 years, over £36,000 for a whole range of different activities and events supported by our students, their families and the wider community. Of our very special charities, Teenage Cancer Trust, who next Friday on Blue Day here at Campion, we hope to raise several £1,000s more for this really important charity which is very close to our heart. And I think that figure of £130,000 you see there on the screen will be topped this year, obviously, with our charity work. But it's an incredible sum of money that's been raised in memory of one of our former students who died at an early age of cancer. To our parents, we have a very active parent association. And again, I am so blessed as a head teacher to have so many parents who are fully involved in the life of the school, who are committed to fundraising, to its charity and its support network, so that we can actually help your sons become the very best they can be. So we do invite you throughout the year to a number of these different events where we really want you to be part and parcel of our family life here at Campion. And it is very much a family. And without you, we cannot help your sons to develop and excel. But with you, we can help them to achieve the very best they can. To the more formal part, and again, boys, this is probably more for your parents at the moment, but by all means, just stay with us. This is about the actual application process. Again, everything this year, because of COVID-19, has been moved online. So if you look to the actual application process, you'll see all the information there, addressing all the different activities in school and about how to apply for 2021. When your parents do want to apply for you to come here next year, there are 3 different things they'll need to apply. 1, to complete the local authority form in which you live, and that's completed online. There's a Campion supplementary information form. Again, that's available online. And when you apply for the applications process, you'll be given a password and an application process to go through. And finally, the Catholic Certificate of Practice, which is signed off by your parish priest. Now, all this information needs to be completed by our school deadline of Friday, the 23rd of October, 2020 at 4 p.m. And it's really important that you complete the Campion form and the Catholic Certificate of Practice by that date. They need to be submitted to the school online by that date, along with other information regarding your utility bill and your confirmation of address. And again, that's really essential to make sure we are actually dealing with applicants who then, if they go through the process and are within the actual boundaries in which we serve, then we can allocate places to those individuals as we go through this year. The local authority forms, whether you're in Thurrock, in Redbridge, whether in Havering or Essex, you will apply to secondary schools online through their applications portal. Parish priests may not be meeting you this year directly, but certainly there may be discussions taking place about your validity of going to Mass and having that regular Mass attendance, so that you can then sign off that Catholic practice certificate, which you can then present to the school. You will need also to send with that the baptismal certificate and the utility bill. Again, they can be scanned and uploaded to the applications process online. Here's an example of the certificate of Catholic practice, which your parish priest will sign and stamp. And again, once that's given back to you, you can use that to apply to 1 or more Catholic secondary schools. So for parents, when you're looking at the school website, to actually start the admissions process, you'll go to the admissions section on the website, apply for 2021-22 and create If you're a non-Catholic, and again, I apologise for this, but the school is so oversubscribed with practicing Catholic families. It has been in recent years a very sad situation. We've not been able to offer places to Christians or other Christians or other students of other faiths. It's simply because we are heavily oversubscribed by practicing Catholic families. And if that's still the place this year, then we will have to apply the oversubscription criteria. If that's the case, then obviously once all the paperwork has been signed and checked, and once we have the numbers of students who have applied, we'll look at the priority of the statemented educational healthcare plans of students first. Those who are looked after as well. Priority is also given to siblings. And then once those places have been allocated out of the 150, 80% of the remaining places then are just on distance. And that distance is measured by the local authority as the distance from your front door to the actual school. The remaining 20% of places are based on what we call a ballot place, where the remaining number of students and families who have not been offered a place are then placed into a ballot and are drawn out of those by a random number generator. So each family who've not been offered a place in the distance places or the sibling or statemented places, they will all go into a ballot, and each family and applicant will be given a number that's been generated by a computer algorithm, and then that algorithm will give us a rank order of those individuals. So for example, if we have 10 siblings that are offered places, that'll leave 140 places to allocate. That means 80% of those, which are 112, will be offered on distance. That's the closest to the school in the parish boundaries in which we serve and who are practicing Catholics. The remaining 28, which may be another 150 or 200 or 60, 70, depending on the numbers who apply each year, all those will go into a ballot. And again, 28 of those names will be drawn using the random number generator, and 28 places will be allocated on that basis. If you're not allocated a place in that 150, then a waiting list is drawn up for those who want to be on the waiting list. And again, further information will be sent to you. Following the government's decisions, we then refer those applicants to the local authority. And again, they coordinate their decisions during January and February and will alert parents across the boroughs by Monday, the 1st of March 2021. If parents wish to go to appeal, again, they're normally held around between April and June. And if you do wish to appeal, again, information will be sent to you once those places have been allocated after the 1st of March. Just 2 dates for your diary, the meeting for Year 7 parents on the 15th of June, and the introduction day, hopefully, if we've settled down with COVID-19, by next year, we hope to have an introduction day to welcome in our new Year 7s for a day into school on Wednesday, the 23rd of June 2021. men for others, serving the community, that you are attentive and thinking about what God's calling you to do and how to use your gift and talents, that you are compassionate through your charity work, you're looking out for each other, and you are loving, not just to your family, but to your friends and to the school, and you're faith-filled and hopeful for the future in everything you do and everything that we are together. That you look to the truth and look towards developing good, positive relationships with people local to you, your friendships and people outside. That you're learned, that you really work hard at your studies and become the very best you can be. That you're curious and you look towards not just homework that's set for you, but perhaps at the bigger picture and really engage with your education and continue to be active in all that you do. That you have intent in the way you live your life and looking at the world around us and how we use our planet and taking a particular concern for the common good. And that you live your life as a prophet of today and of the future, setting a really positive example for others. And that can be in the sports field, it can be in music, it can be in the classroom, it can be through the charity work, or simply by being a really, really good friend to other people. These are the qualities by which we measure our success as a school. And I hope that as you start this journey today, it's beginning to think about what will you become in the future. And here on the board now, you'll see just a collage of former students who've left the school, who've gone on to do some remarkable things and make a real difference for a whole range of different activities and sports and careers. But one thing they've never forgot is their time here at Campion, and all of them, even to this day, will return to the school to give talks, to do presentations, to support students in a whole walk of different activities. And what we're looking for here is that commitment, not only for the 7 years, but perhaps a lifelong commitment, because many of the people on the screen here who have made real successes of their lives started where you are now. So they're professional footballers, they're professional rugby players, they're consultants, they're physios at Premier rugby clubs and football clubs, they're representatives in the House of Lords, they're opera singers, they're people who've actually worked on the Tesla cars, they're lawyers, they're barristers, they run international companies and construction companies, they're people who worked in the banking and the finance industry, but they're also academics who work at university, at Oxford, at Cambridge, who are currently working on research into the vaccine for COVID-19. All of them are playing a part now, but all of them played a part when they started here at Campion. And what you should do by looking at these pictures, thinking, what will I become in the future? What do I want to do in my 7 years at Campion? What do I want to achieve? And what I want you to achieve, boys, is very simply this: become the very best you can be, to use all your God-given talents, and to really excel in everything you do here at Campion. And you'll be amazed by being fully involved in the life of the school, just what you will become and how you will enjoy your time here. And that's really, really important. Everybody needs to have a good time and enjoy school life. And I'm really blessed to see, as I walk around the school, so many of our students really engage fully in enjoying their time here at Campion. And that's what I want for you, that you are happy, you're fulfilled, you're content, but you're also challenging in terms of what you want for yourself and what you want for the world and what you want for your families, that you become the best you can be. So as we finish our presentation tonight, this is our prayer for you: to be happy, to achieve the very best you can, to form friendships that will last a lifetime, underpinned by a strong personal faith, to use your God-given talents to make a difference, and to leave Campion wanting to make a real difference in the world we live. And that's why I pray for you today, that as you make this application, as you look towards becoming a Campionite in the future, that you will join us and make a full commitment to the life of the school. So I do look forward to receiving your applications this year. I do look forward to you joining us in September 2021 and starting on your journey as a Campion student. That will be a journey that will be with you for the rest of your life. God bless, take care, and I hope as you continue in your year 6, you're enjoying your time in your primary school and looking forward to the next stage of your life coming here to Campion School. God bless.